Speech Nation. Women's rights campaigners are organising an alternative march in London this summer for lesbians because they feel alienated by the official Pride events. The campaigners feel that recent Pride celebrations have become hyper-sexualised and dominated by the trans movement. The plan is for the alternative event to take place on the same day as the Pride celebrations, 29th of June, and could potentially start at the statue of suffragist leader Millicent Fawcett in London. Jenny Watson is behind these plans and she has been kind enough to join me now. Good evening, Jenny.
Good evening. Thanks for having me on the show. Thank you.
Pleasure. So please tell us about this new event and why you think it's necessary.
So the plan is on the day of Pride, we're going to do our own march. We're going to go to Parliament Square, meet at the suffragette statue. We're going to do a few laps of Parliament Square. And then after, the plan is to go for a picnic in the park. We want to make it a family fun day. We don't want to make it this hyper-sexualized event. You know, I've been going to Pride events since I was 18. I'm 32 now. And I've seen how it's got worse and worse and worse. And women, and in particular lesbians, are just not comfortable with that. And so I thought to myself, I'm not just going to stew away. I'm going to do something about this.
Fair enough. So will there be any restrictions on participation? Is it just going to be for lesbians? Is it going to also be for supporters of lesbians? Is it going to be apolitical?
So basically, we are welcoming lesbians, bisexual women, our female friends and allies. But you know, at the same time, you can't stop bad actors. Like that's going to happen if you're running a public event. That's just how it goes. But like, what I would ask is, please leave us alone. We just want to run this event. We're not attacking anyone. You know, it's supposed to be a family-friendly day. We're going to go to the park after. It's, you know, it's suitable for the whole family, and yeah, I really hope they don't try to take that away from us. Mm-hmm. You know, but if they do, all it goes to show is that we need these spaces.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, do you think that there will be the need, you know, for it to be policed? Because yes, there's a real idea. Trans activists, you know, might take this as some kind of, believe it or not, attack on them somehow. That there's this kind of statement here.
Yeah, they will. They will. But it's not an attack. It's just that we want our own events, and they run their own events as well. So why can't we have our own? But it's not an attack in any way. We just want an event that represents us. You know, that's literally it. But yeah.
I see. So what further needs to be done to make this into a reality? How can people help you?
So because of, I mean, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I do suspect that we're going to get counter protests. So we've had to enlist marshals, stewards, first aid, things like that. We're printing flyers that we can distribute them to get our message out there. But, you know, until now, we've footed the bill for that. But it's going to be, well, hopefully it's going to be a big event. So we have set up a GoFundMe page. Well, first of all, you know, the most important thing is that people spread the word, right? Because a lot of lesbians don't realize that there's an alternative. And I was in that position about 6 years ago. So I went to London Pride in 2018. And I don't know if you heard about Get the L Out. They kind of hijacked the parade, and they went to the front of the parade. And until that moment, I had no idea there was an alternative. I just went with the prevailing narrative. And so that's our goal, is we want to get the message out far and wide so that women in our position know that there's an alternative. So that's, you know, that's the biggest thing. Please spread the message. But we've got hundreds of signups now, which just shows the real demand for it. We've got stewards on boards, but a lot of this, it's costing us quite a bit of money. It is, and we're happy to pay so much for it, but it's just it's a big event. So we've decided to set up a GoFundMe page. So if anyone wants to donate, it'll go towards stewards, high-vis jackets, walkie-talkies. It's the end of June, so we're going to get.
Fair enough. Just very quickly, slightly related, but you wrote an article last week about the need for men's spaces, very much in the news with the Garrick Club vote this week. Do you think this is the end result of recognition that, by women being different, that men are also different?
I mean, completely. That's always been my stance. Every single cell in a human's body dictates that they are male or female, and that's my stance.
Well, fair enough. Well, look, good luck to you. Maybe it'll inspire a gay men and bi men march, and maybe then also a straight march, and then also be with the Palestinian march. It's going to be an interesting Sunday. We'll see what happens. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Sorry.
Can I just say one really quick thing? So there's a gay men's alternative event taking place on the same day, and the GoFundMe page. So if there's a surplus, then we're going to donate that to Byra's place, and that was set up by J.K. Rowling, and it's for victims of sexual abuse.